Listen, Karo, it will surprise you to know that I was raised by a mentally deranged mother. In buildings without roofs and structures without windows, I lived in insanity, even when I was very sane, feeding from garbages with people calling us names. I sat sometimes by the road with my mother looking on, seeing children play in playgrounds and feed in picnics while I wait for them to be gone so we could join the flies to feed from the waste bins. Sometimes when sanity reminds my mind to think sanely, I ask myself why we live that way. Whenever I ask my mom, she would shut me up and say, "They are mad people, don't envy them in any way." Karo, many saw me and sometimes spat at me, for the stench from me could not make anyone by me at ease. I begged everyone who did not look like me for dimes. Some benevolent gave me extra, while some a hit for touching their arms. I had no friends, even when I wanted them. Sometimes close to getting one, their parents with a curse would push me out, warning me to never come close to their houses, if not death would see me off. It wasn't easy. Karo, it was not at all. My mom would sometimes cry loudly while I washed in confusion. She would laugh into the night while I cried for our salvation. For us, the street we resided left us with nothing but disgust for our appearing. We are not citizens but migrants who move from holes to holes, depending on the state of the weather, depending on the people in the area. Then a day came when my mom sustained an injury that cut deep into her skin. It grew large. It became an eyesore. All night she would cry, taking sleep very far from my eyes. I would run to the streets for help, but they thought I was only being who I was not. I would cry out loud, but they laughed or looked in pity and went on leaving. I kept on for days until some persons wanted to see if seriousness was in my cry. When they saw her, they could not go close, covering their noses for the stench I stood every day. They could not stand for 1 minute. She died a week later, leaving me in a world that thought I was mad and could not be any better. I cried, Karo. I cried for many weeks, hoping life without my insane mother would be worth living in. I was alone and destitute. I had no friend, no family. I knew not the man, my father, who caused me this pain. But God saved me. Through one foundation set up to help the destitute in the streets, for the first time I saw people with so much love and care who came close, not minding my bad smell. They took me out of the street and gave me a life brand new. They sent me to school in a world to me so new. It was all strange to me, but I knew this was a place for me. A place where many would not confuse me for a mad boy. They taught me a lot, with the person of Christ inclusive. When I became his own and he mine, he gave me love and meaning for my living and assigned me to walk this path, a path to becoming a savior of many who walk my path. So, Karo, that is my story, and I hope you are inspired.